Hi everybody, welcome back to another unboxing video with me, yours truly, Kristina. We are going over a bunch of stuff. So basically this is going to be the first video in a whole big series of videos that I'm doing. What happened is I did a lot of shopping, I had a lot of auctions, and now everything's mixed together and I'm needing to process it and go through it. But I'm also needing to make a video for y'all to show you all of the stuff that I got. So this is going to feature things from 2 different auctions. It's also going to feature things from the thrift stores here locally in Clarksville, Arkansas. One is called the Mustard Seed, and then the Salvation Army. And then it's also going to feature the flea markets that we like to hit in Alma, that are our favorites. Again, and then it's also going to feature Upload at the end. So basically, these are videos that are like a whole bunch of different places. So it's kind of hard for me to tell you where most of this stuff came from. This first video is going to be mostly auction stuff. I can tell you that. And I believe it's the first auction that I did, but I could be wrong. It could be a mixture of both auctions. I have 2 auction pickups that I did. So we're just going to go ahead and dive right in. Again, we'll have tags of all the places and all the videos of where we went. So first things first, you can already see this was an auction pick. It was in a lot. I'm actually really pleased with this vase. I did not expect this vase to be what it is. This is a hand-blown vase that was made in Mexico. It's really pretty green. I got it thinking it was a jadeite vintage vase, but it's not. But it's still valuable. It's hand blown. It's made in Mexico. It's huge, you guys. It's like I don't know. It's a huge vase. I love this vase. I'm actually going to hate selling it, but I was really happy with this pickup. So that I have a lot of what they call sleeper lots when I do auctions, where in auctions they have pictures, but you can't always tell what exactly something is. And so I love when I pick up a lot and I find stuff that I think that's something. And then when I get it, it's like something way more than what I thought. And I'm so pleasantly pleased. So let's move on to the next thing. So this came out of this box. So we'll start with this box over here. This is another vase. It says Paula on the bottom. I've got to do some research on it. I don't think it's that vintage, but I do know that it will sell because it's green. People like the vibrant colors, like green and pink and purple and red and all kinds of different things. And I really like the green. I kind of like green. I'm kind of one of those people that likes that color. And if not, I know my daughter likes green, Kylie. So we can always give it to her if nobody wants it. But I think it's going to sell. I don't think I'm going to have a problem with that. Again, all these items will be listed on my shop soon. If they're not already by the time of the release of this video. My shop is arpeddlerwagon.etsy.com. Make sure you're favoriting so that you're notified of sales and when I add new items. As I add new items, I try to add every day. Sometimes it's not every day, but I do add every week. All right. So this is just a cute little collectible rabbit that was in there. I'm hoping I can get it done and cleaned up and good to go right here at Easter. But I may not. And if not, that's okay. He's cute. He can stay with me for a while. I don't care. All right. All right. Let's see. Some of this stuff, now this is a chance that I don't always get vintage items. So we're fixing to open up an eBay section of our store so that we can sell our stuff that's not vintage. Because on Etsy, it has to be vintage, which is 20 years or older, or it has to be handcrafted, handmade, something like that. With eBay, you don't have those restrictions. So my newer stuff that's not quite as vintage, we will probably feature on an eBay store here before long. We're kind of waiting till we get a buildup of stuff before we do that. And this is probably one of those things that will go on eBay because I don't believe that this is very old. This is probably 10 years old at the most, if that. So just a little plaque with a Bible verse on it. Same with this. This is like a Christmas sleigh, brass sleigh. It's silver plated. It is International Silver Company, so I'll have to look into it. It may be vintage. I may be able to sell this on Etsy. I didn't realize it was International Silver Company, but it's just a little reindeer sleigh with a candle that goes in it for Christmas. I don't imagine it'll sell anytime soon, but you never know. Some people You know, maybe if I get enough Christmas stuff, I can do like a Christmas in July sale and have some Christmas stuff for sale before Christmas. Cute. All right. I got these cool shells. I probably won't sell these. I'm probably going to keep them just because, well, they're really cool and I like them. And I do shells in my bathroom, so they kind of fit the decor theme that I have. Then we have this silver tray. I'm not seeing a marking on it. Oh, here we go. International silver. So this is an international silver tray, serving tray. It's in really good shape. It's got like a tarnished square almost in the middle. I don't know if y'all can see that in the light, but I'm going to clean it up and see if I can get that off of there. If not, it'll be fine. These resell really well. Silver plating is really in demand a lot, especially trays and stuff like that. This, I have no idea. This is one of the other risks you take whenever you are buying stuff from auctions. I have been known, I will buy things in an auction lot that are only 2 pieces and there's 10 pieces in total. So I'll have, let's say, what, 8 pieces of stuff. I have no idea what it is. I don't know what to do with it. And this is one of those things. I don't know what this is and I don't know what to do with it. So it's just going to go somewhere for the time being. A Christmas platter, a Christmas glass platter. Kind of liking this. I'm also on the lookout for Christmas stuff because this Christmas was my first year being on Etsy. And at the time, I hadn't been on there very long. And so I didn't have a lot of Christmas stuff. So I'm trying to get built up on my Christmas stuff so that I can actually offer some good competition this year at Christmas time. I didn't have much Christmas stuff. I had plenty of gift stuff, people that, you know, want to buy gifts. But I didn't have a lot of Christmas themed type things. All right. And that glass is really off. I don't know if it's handmade, but it's like really warped looking. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Maybe it's handmade or something strange. All right. These are what they call Anchor Hawking pressed glass coasters. These are coasters. I actually have a surprise. I'm glad I got these because either in this video, maybe not in this video, but another one, I found some a little bit like this. I think they're a little bit smaller than these though, at Salvation Army here in Clarksville. So these are Anchor Hawking, what they call Prescott Star of David. It's not the Star of David, but these are Prescott is what it's called. Coasters, pressed glass coasters. Prescott is the pattern, by the way, in case you're wondering, okay, Prescott what? I don't allude to that a lot. I'm sorry, guys. All right. And these are just some, you'll have to excuse me, there's tape all over these boxes. These are just some display things that, you know, like for plates and stuff like that. Like you use these to display decorative plates and things of that nature. Which I was needing more of these for whenever I post on the shop. So I'm really happy I got a couple of those. Because of now, I've just been using one, and then I've been using my dad's, because that's what I've had. All right, this is just a little syrup holder. Not quite sure. Gotta do some research on it. I've never seen one like this. It just says syrup. I don't know if it came from, like, you know, a restaurant. It has no markings. I mean, it's just a little ceramic syrup pitcher, you guys. Cute, huh? All right. This is a little teapot. I have seen a lot of these in flea markets around here. I don't know much about them. I'll have to do some research. They're kind of a dime a dozen around here. I don't know if it was like a popular maker or a popular thing in this area at the time. I don't know, you know, what part of the country you might be from, if you're in America, and if they're popular where you're at. But you see these all the time here in flea markets. Usually they're a little bit bigger than this. This is really small. It's almost like a child's teapot. But it's really cute. So I'll have to do some more research on it. And like I said, as long as you're favoriting my shop, you'll see things featured in videos. And when you go on my shop, you'll see things listed. And they'll have more research on the item, like exactly what it's called, exactly, you know, what pattern it is, or what it was used for, or when it was made, or, you know, something about the item specifically, because I've done my research by then before I list. All right. This thing right here in this last box is a McCoy planter. It does not say McCoy on it, but I do believe this is McCoy. I'm almost positive it is. I'll have to do some research on it. If it's not, it's fine. It's still really cute. And it's green. A lot of people like green. It still has potting soil in it. Hence the reason I got to get these videos done so I can get in here and get all this stuff cleaned up because it's quite dirty. I got to get some of this clean. All right. That is it for this box. Go ahead and give y'all a little look-see up close of all this. I don't know if y'all can tell how wobbly that platter is, but that platter is a really odd shape. All right. All right, so now we're going to move on to the next box, and that is this one right here. Again, some of this I have not even looked through, so I don't know. This is not very new, I don't believe. Let me look and see. Actually, this is vintage. Was not expecting that. This is Hoosier glass. This is a popular maker of glass and vases. I believe based, of course, in Indiana, hence the word Hoosier. If you're not familiar with them, they are a team in Indiana. But I also believe they make glass in Indiana as well. That's the reason it's called Hoosier glass. So I am just now pleasantly surprised by this because I did not expect this to be what it is. So this was a good find. I'm very happy, so happy, because it being Hoosier makes it more collectible is the reason why. I was not expecting that. All right, because some of this stuff is just like brand new, like this right here. This is really pretty. It shines, it's iridescent, it's really cute, but guess what? You guys, it's from Walmart. I can't sell this. I can't sell this on my shop. So hence the reason why I'm starting an eBay shop. Or this is so pretty, I might actually keep it or give it to one of my kids to like store things in because it doesn't have the lid as far as I can see. And I don't think it had the lid when I looked at the lot. But it's really pretty and it shines like a purplish pinkish color in the light. So I may just keep it for storage myself. All right. Same with this. This does have a sticker on the bottom. I'm not quite sure what it is. I'll have to look it up, but I'm fairly sure this is recent. I'm fairly sure this is, you know, circa 2014, 20, 20, I don't know. It's not old, you guys. It's not vintage. This is just, one of those things. It's one of the risks you take, but that's not the reason I got this lot. The reason I got this lot is for the things that are coming up here in a minute. Like this is a pressed glass heart-shaped dish. I'm not sure about the, it is a Star of David design. I'm not sure of the maker. I'm not sure of any more information than that. I wasn't even really sure that this was a heart. You couldn't really tell in the picture. So I'm really interested in learning more about this because I can tell that this is older than what most people would think this is. You can just tell. So I'm really curious to find out more about this dish. All right. Turn this around. Okay, you guys. Sorry about that. I know I'm all over the place. These are two bowls that I've got to find out more information on. I'm not sure about the maker or anything about them. They're matching little bowls for like nuts or mints or whatever for serving. Again, if they're not vintage, I'll have to save them back for eBay. But like I said, some of this stuff I haven't done the research on yet, so I've got to do research before I list them. And I may be pleasantly surprised. I may get in there and find out it's something that I wasn't even aware it was. This is a vintage candy bowl. This is another reason why I got this. It's pressed glass. Got to do some research on it. I'm not quite sure the maker on this. It's probably, 60s, 70s. I believe it does have a maker's mark. I just seen that, but it's taped. So y'all just bear with me for a second. Let's see if I can find what it says on here. Well, it's taped really, really well, you guys. Ugh, I don't want to break it. Ooh, it says Indonesia. So I guarantee you this is what they call a KIG bowl. KIG was made in Indonesia, and it kind of looks like that now that I'm thinking of it. So I almost guarantee you this was made by KIG, which is a glass manufacturer in Indonesia in the 70s. I'm almost certain that's what that is, but we'll do some more research and find out. And again, like I said, it'll be featured on my shop with a lot more information on exactly what it is, in case you're curious. All right. Oh, I got tape stuck all over me. Okay. So this next thing is just another glass heart dish. I don't think this one is vintage. I think this is a newer one. So we've got that. I have another pressed glass platter. Got to do research on it. All right. And then last but not least, I left the best for last. These were made by that crazy company that I never can say right. I bought a bunch of pink dishes. They're French crystal. So it's Arsaroc or Arcarac. I can't pronounce the name, and I'm massacring it. But these are made in France. They're French crystal. And they're crystal bowls. And there's like a serving of 8. This is the real reason that I bought this lot. And it was worth it because these bowls alone were worth well over what I paid for the whole lot. So we'll go ahead and give you all a close-up of all this stuff. Okay, again, we are moving on to the next stuff. Again, I still believe this is all auction stuff. I can't remember if it's from the first auction or the second or both. But so far, we're still at auction finds that I found. So let's move on. It's been a while since I've been through this stuff. I think I already went through this stuff and just kind of like condensed it because I needed room in my car where I was holding all of it. Okay, yes. So this is a trinket dish. I forgot the name of this. This is a very good maker. I was doing some research before I boxed it up. It's highly collectible. It's porcelain. Of course, I say it weird. My husband gets on me all the time about how I say it. He thinks it's funny. But it's just a little, trinket dish on a pedestal. The pedestal actually comes off. And the maker's mark is probably underneath this pedestal. I want to take it apart just so I can make sure it is what I think it is. Since I can't see the maker's mark, but I'm almost positive that it is. I forgot what the maker is called, what the maker's name is, but it's I believe a Bavarian porcelain company. Early turn of the century. All right. On to the next. Just a little hand-painted vase. I don't know if somebody painted this themselves, if it was painted professionally. I don't know much about this. It was just a little vase and a lot. I actually got the lot for something else, and this kind of came with it. So, cute little vase. And as y'all can see, I moved everything around so that I had room for the new stuff up here. Just a blue vase. It still has, like the crystals in it that people put in there for display, Just a little blue vase. I'll have to do research on it. I think it's new, though. This will probably be an eBay thing if I don't just keep it for whatever. All right. Okay. This is the top to a refrigerator dish. So the refrigerator dish was not with it, sadly. But it's for a Pyrex, or it's for a Pyrex dish itself. They said refrigerator dish, but I believe Pyrex did make refrigerator dishes at one time. So I'm going to be lookout for a dish that will fit this lid. I'll probably keep this lid in my car. And when I'm out flea marketing, if I think I found a dish that it will fit, I will go out to the car, let them know I'm bringing it in so that I can size it to something and find a match for it so that this can go to good use because this is a good vintage Pyrex lid. So there's that. One of them odd and ends that was in a lot again that I decided to pick up. All right. Oh, there's one. Let me see if I can find the other one. These I was so pleasantly surprised about. I could see them in the lot, and I actually got the lot because I wanted them, because salt and pepper shakers, you know, they're really resellable. But I was very pleasantly surprised with these. These are in great shape as far as the metal being in great shape. And I don't know if you can see that, but they are embossed with these flowers on them. It's like an etched, I don't even think it's etched. It's like an embossing. They are so pretty, you guys. Like, I know these are going to sell fast. I was very, very pleasantly surprised with these. There is some wear on this metal piece right here. I just now saw it, but that's okay. They'll still sell. These are really cute. I would almost keep these myself. They're so cute, you guys. I don't know if you can actually see it on the video, how really cute the design is on all these or not. But like I said, you can also get a better view of a lot of this stuff on my shop. All right. Oh, these I was pleasantly surprised with too. So I've got a couple of these. This is a etched glass perfume bottle. I believe it's what they call a Czechoslovakian, I forgot what it's called. This one's amber. But they're basically just an etched glass that has a stopper on it that's taped down, that comes out. But it's just a colored etched glass perfume bottle. And I really like perfume bottles. I've got one on there now on my shop. And I'm on the lookout for a lot more at good deals. It's just they're really high dollar a lot of times. So when I can find them at a good deal, I really snag them up. They're highly resellable. People like these little perfume bottles. I mean, because most of the people that buy vintage and antiques, you have some men out there, they're collectors, but women are a big part of it. And us women like pretty shiny things. I'm sure there are some men that like pretty shiny things too. But a lot of women buy my stuff. I've not had a lot of men buy my stuff. So if you're a man and you like this stuff, you need to up my numbers. That's a challenge for you, sirs. All right, let's move on. This is a, oh yes, this is a princess. Hold on, I got the other piece. This is, I believe, Princess Pink Depression glass. It's a sugar and creamer set. I just sold my Jeanette one that I had featured in one of my last videos. So this is going to be a great addition because pink goes really fast. We all know how I love pink, and obviously everybody else does too. So this is going to be a welcome addition to my shop. I know people are going to scoop this up pretty fast. So like I said, make sure you're favoriting my shop. I'm starting to tell this to people in all my videos because just because you see it here, I'm trying to do previews of my items, like show you the items on my YouTube channel before I put it on the shop, but it doesn't always work like that, you guys. I'm going faster. This business is gaining momentum, and it's kind of hard to keep up with that. So the best thing to do is favorite my shop. That way, if you favorite my shop, you're getting notified every time I have a sale or every time I add something new. That way, if I do add something new that you've not seen in the video yet that you might like, you're getting the notification that, hey, Peddler Wagon just added, you know, some new items, and you can go and check it out. And you can be like, well, I didn't see that in the video, but I really like that. That way you have an opportunity to buy as well. All right, on to the next thing. Whew, my jacket is trying to catch everything over here. Let's see what this is. Oh, I already have one of these on my page. So speaking of KIG, this is a KIG Indonesian glass candy bowl. This is actually an oyster bowl. It's what they call oyster glass. So I already have one on my shop. I already sold one that did not have the lid. And I already have one that has a lid on there. I believe it's already in somebody's cart or a couple of carts. So I went ahead and got another one because I don't think that bowl's going to last long. So I went ahead and got another one. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, so this is made in Japan. I cannot read everything it says. It says MG Japan, and then it has another marking on there. I don't know if y'all can see that well. But it's obviously mid-century. And it is a little goose. So it looks like the person that I bought some of this stuff from in the auction, they had a booth as well where they were selling things because there's a booth number and a price on here. I can't believe they were trying to sell it for as much as they were. Maybe I need to do some more research and find out exactly what it is, but I will nowhere be selling it for what the price is that they had on it. Only because, like I said, auction pieces, I like auctions because I can really give y'all good prices when I get things at auctions, because I can make triple my money instead of double my money. Double my money is usually my goal. But I can usually make triple my money and still give you a good deal because that is my main goal. I don't like to price my stuff real high at what I know I could probably get it out from, or I could get from it because everybody else has their stuff priced like that. I want to pass along my savings. Kind of think of me as like your personal savings shopper. You can't be in the flea markets here, but I can. And so I'm charging you, you know, a little, yeah, I'm charging you to do it, but it's still cheaper than almost everybody else on the platform. It's probably not as cheap as eBay because eBay does have a little bit cheaper pricing. Just a FYI, you know, I'm not afraid to let y'all know that. But I definitely like to pass all my savings to my buyers. So I like auctions. All right. This is a little egg. It says 1979. It's a Goble. Just a little egg. Don't know much about it. I imagine if somebody was born in 1979, they would want to snag that up. Or if they have a kid that was born in 1979, you know, this could also be a good replacement if somebody had one and they, you know, they lost it, or, you know, it got broke, or, you know, they had a fire and it was lost for good. So this is going to be one of those items that people use to kind of replace an item that they used to have. Or, you know, they just want it because, well, it's 1979 and, well, they were born in 79. I was born in 80, so, you know, just putting it out there. I'm pretty old. All right, last thing in this box, and then we'll do a close-up. Yes, this is the other piece that goes with this sugar and creamer set. This is a Princess Pink Depression platter, and it's real scalloped. It's real intricate. I really like this. This is really pretty. I have another auction I'm looking at that has a lot of these pieces. I don't think I'm going to bid on it though because it's over 2 hours away. And unless I can really drop a lot of money at an auction, it's not worth it to me to go that far. So, but yeah, maybe when my business grows some, I'll be able to go that far. But, and I hate that I'm passing it up. That's probably one of the hardest things for me is passing up a good deal. All right, so that's the end of that box. Go ahead and give you a close-up of the rest of this stuff. Okay, we're going to do a couple more pieces, and then this will be the end of this video. Again, make sure you're going to my shop to get more on these items as you're seeing them. arpeddlerwagon.etsy.com. I'm going to set that to the side until I find the actual bottom to it. I think this is it right here, though. So this was one of my favorite things. I bought this individually. Didn't pay very much for it. I forgot exactly what this is called. It's a Mary Gregory. That's what it is. It's a Mary Gregory powder dish. It's cobalt blue. It has this beautiful scene on the front. You can see that. Very beautiful. No chips, no dings. It's very thin glass. Very collectible. Very pretty. Again, this was at a flea market at one time. So I was very happy with this pick. I got it at a really, really good price. They had another one that was worth probably more than this one. But it went for a lot higher than what I would have paid for it. But it had like the hinged door that come off like a little trinket dish. This is like a powder box that the lid actually comes off of. So I was really happy with that find. All right, on to the next thing. I believe this is the other perfume bottle. Yes, it is. So this is the other perfume bottle. You know, a while ago I had the one the amber or yellow one. This one is like a amethyst or a purple pinkish color. It's etched glass as well, has the stopper, and it has like, it's like a little set. So I'll probably list them individually, but I will offer them at a discount for somebody that wants to buy both. Really pretty. Pretty and cute. Pretty and cute. I guess that's the same thing, right? Pretty and cute. All right, on to the next thing. Oh, one. And I think I have another one somewhere else. Give me just a second. I'm leaving this stuff for the next video, but I want to show these since they're a pair. And two. And I actually got the lot that I got with these in it for these guys. No, it's a little crazy, huh? They're two little owls with little yellow eyes. I don't know what you would call this material, but it was real popular when I was a kid. My grandma had some white doves, and you see the white doves everywhere. I see them all the time, but I've never seen owls. And so I got these owls. I actually paid the lot for the lot. I paid what they wanted for the lot. They didn't go very high, but they're a whole reason I got the lot, because, you know, everybody loves owls. I love owls, and so if they don't sell, I won't be disappointed. But I figure they're going to sell because, well, they're owls and they're cute. So there's those. Have them watch that rabbit down there. That's not a good thing. I usually would scoot down and get it. All right, this next thing. This is a bread plate, or what I guess they would call it, a bread serving plate. It's an Anchor Hawking. It's not Star David. I believe it's Prescott. I'll have to check the pattern, but I'm pretty sure it's Prescott. It doesn't have any dings, chips, cracks. It's in really good shape. It's pretty heavy. Pressed glass, Anchor Hawking, very collectible. I have a platter on my page right now. I think I also have like a little relish dish. So this is just adding to the collection. You find a lot of these pieces out here in Arkansas, a lot. So I don't know if this is a popular pattern in the South at one time, for people, probably because it was inexpensive. I mean, it's Anchor Hawking, and it was one of those things that it's real pretty and shiny, and people could buy it on a budget, and still have nice fancy things in their homes. So really cute. All right. And last but not least, for this video anyway, because y'all stay tuned, keep coming back, like and subscribe, because I'll have more after this. Oh, it has tape on it, but that's okay. I think it's just the bag. I don't want to mess this up. Ah, look at this, you guys. This is an Anchor Hawking milk glass with a gold trim deviled egg plate. I've been wanting one of these, but they're always so expensive anywhere you go. They're usually like full price, which you like $12 to $15. Basically what I'm going to sell this one for. So I don't have any wiggle is what I call it when I go shopping. I've seen several of them, and not all of them have the gold in this shape. So, and they go for like like I said, $12 to $15 here, in the flea markets and in the stores. And I got this at a really good deal, really good bargain, to where I can sell it to you at the same price as you would find it in the flea market. So I'm really excited about this. And if it doesn't go anywhere, I'm not going to be too upset, but I figure it's going to go somewhere pretty fast. So, because it's milk glass. And even though you see these all over the shop, or not the shop, I'm sorry, all over the website and eBay and everywhere, you can find them online, a dime a dozen. I'm not too, like I said, I'm not going to be too upset if it doesn't sell. And I've never seen one really with the gold in this great of condition. So, all right. So I believe that is it. Go ahead and give you a close-up of these last few items. Look at that table, you guys. And just realize that this is only the first video in a series of probably 3 to 4 videos. Like I said, I have been shopping my little patickas off. So All right, so that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again. Make sure you're liking and subscribing because I have more to come. This was just the tip of the iceberg of what I like to call flea market, auction, thrifting extravaganza, basically. So until I see you again, catch you on the flip.